previously on our adventures in the world of The Witcher. The group had arrived back at Highwatch Lodge and were welcomed by the sorceresses. There, you took some well-earned rest in the lodge's grand hall and enjoyed some moments of respite. Setting up camp and some of the gurs that had been constructed. Yes, I did look it up, and it is indeed gurs. Over dinner, Louise shared her insights into the unfolding astral events, clarifying some questions, but deepening elements of their other mysterious circumstances. And that is where we pick back up. So yes, they are technically also yurts, but the Mongolian name for them is gur, and they're like little yurts, as we would call them. They're very cool.
They have wooden floor platforms.
And if it's American, then it's go-gurt.
Sure. Yes.
That didn't make any sense.
It didn't need to. Didn't need to.
No. It's because we're hip, and so we put our tents in a tube for transportation.
We're gonna cut that. Okay, hold on. Let's start over. Marker.
For all of our non-American followers, a go-gurt is a very sweet children's snack yogurt in a plastic tube. It's gross.
Don't lie to them.
That's one of the things that they sell in American aisles in foreign grocery stores.
Do they still make it? Is it Go-Gurt still around?
They still make it.
I feel like I've seen it since like 2009.
Mixy yogurt, right? Do you guys remember the Trix Mixy yogurt?
I liked that for approximately like 3 or 4 years when I was from like ages of like 5 to like 10, and then I'm like, I can't eat this. It's too sweet.
I still fuck with a Go-Gurt, man. It's the optimal way of eating yogurt. I fucking, every time I pick up a thing of like the fucking, I curse so much, the Greek yogurt, I'm always just like, I hate grabbing a spoon and dirtying a spoon. With a Go-Gurt, you can just slam and jam it, you know?
It's easy to wash a spoon.
Oh, my great-grandparents have a similar opinion on food.
All right, so we pick back up at Highwatch Lodge, which I'll go ahead and activate here for everybody. And we get picked back up on Sunday, I believe, or we had finished Sunday, as you had all had a few days to prepare and rest and recover from your injuries, learn some new skills, teach each other some skills, and prepare for the gala, which is happening on Wednesday evening. As we all know, anyone who's fancy throws their party on Wednesdays, because that's not just naturally.
Because the rich and connected have nothing better to do on a Wednesday than party.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, this is for sorcerers. This is like work.
Yeah, this is.
It is.
This is a work function.
Is the work.
True.
It's a work event. Yeah. So
it's a work event in the face of the collapse of our society as we know it. So it's more of like a work and also let's rebuild kind of thing.
Was the period of time 6 days by chance? Because that's how long it would take my spleen to get better.
I believe that it is going to be close to that. I think you'll be on like the last day of recovery. Let me go ahead and check the calendar real quick. And let's see here. So if we're talking about the 3rd, which is a Wednesday, and I believe I think you would still be on at least another day or two after. I think it'll be.
I'm going to be rolling a lot of stun saves this episode.
Wait, hold on.
So don't let me forget.
Can I during one of these days, can I make a sterilizing fluid portion?
Yeah, absolutely.
To give to Opheia, so she's not passing out at the party.
That's a great idea because that'll cut off some days on the recovery. Mari, why don't you go ahead and give us your crafting check for that? I don't recall if you can use your alchemy skill for that or if it has to be...
Any alchemical function is used. I can use for it. It's
awesome.
So
go ahead and give us that check and we'll...
Distillation. Any alchemical solution. Yeah.
Solid
Perfect.
roll.
Nice. All right. And that knocks off 1 day per use. Is that correct?
It would if I was not using distillation because distillation makes it better.
Oh, okay.
So sterilizing, that's a good thing I kept it in my inventory so I can see what it does. Would increase the natural healing rate by 2 points and lessen the number of days a critical wound takes to heal by 2. Multiple uses of sterilizing fluid don't stack. So just one per wound essentially. So this would make it 3 points and then would heal in lessens the number of days by 3 instead of 2.
All right. Well, that should be excellent. So, Mari, you're able to take some time one of these evenings and craft up some even better sterilizing fluid. It's probably that like 95% isopropyl that you get, that really good shit. And you're able to craft that. Go ahead and give us a first aid check, or if anybody else wants to apply it for Opheia.
This is where I'm not. This is where I'm not great. This is where none of us are great.
Do it. He's the only one that fucking passed last time.
No,
it's a very
not.
low check. It's going to be just a DC 12. It's basically just like don't spill it somewhere else. Essentially, like make sure you apply it to the right spot. So it's a very easy check as long as you don't fail. But it is the first roll. Oh, no, it's not the first roll of the set, so you should be fine.
Yeah, so I didn't crit fail. So here we go.
Yeah. We're
Mari
safe
said,
now. So.
"Oh, it's internal bleeding, so you must have to drink it."
All right. Yes, Mari, you are able to quite skillfully apply the sterilizing fluid that you have crafted to Opheia's wounds, and you are able to tell that is quite effective in the treatment. So, Opheia, you're able to knock 3 days off of your treatment, so that should then bring you up to, I believe it'll be tonight or the end of this day of Monday, which we are at now, where we're on Monday, April 1st here. So
Casper would also like to do something.
Absolutely.
Well, he would like to find a pretty, like, sturdy walking stick type stick. Probably just like a good dry felled branch.
Yeah.
And he would like to whittle it down a little bit and give it to Opheia to help with walking while
Absolutely.
injured.
Well, go ahead and give us first a wilderness survival check to kind of see what kind of wood you're able to find.
And the first crit fail of the day goes to...
that.
No,
Not
with a 17, you're very maybe this morning, right? Monday morning, snow is falling slightly again in the kind of early dawn hours. You take some time and you walk out into the forest along the road and trails here near the lodge. You're able to find some a fairly nice beech tree that seems to have some really good staves that would make excellent walking sticks. Now, they're not seasoned or anything like that, but you're able to find one, take one of your, take a handsaw or something from the shed at the lodge, and you're able to take that with you back and craft it. Go ahead and give us a crafting check now as you take this stave and try and craft it into a nice walking stick. Ooh, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. Just one late.
Yeah.
Just one late.
Casper, you find this very nice beech stave that you are going to try and craft into a walking stick, and unfortunately, with a 0, you are crafting it. You spend like a few hours on this in the morning, and
cut myself bloody.
You unfortunately get it to 90% completeness. It's looking quite nice, and you're like, a few more details. I'm just gonna make it a little bit nicer, maybe carve some little intricate design stuff into it. And as you go to kind of carve into it, unfortunately, the beech staff breaks in two as you kind of press a little too hard, and you just score into it too deeply, and the top part of it snaps directly off, unfortunately, destroying the staff.
He fully, like, just, like, before anybody sees, he just kind of looks around and chucks it into the fire.
Yeah, I can totally see just Casper, like, you know, calm and meditating, like, you know, crafting the staff, and then it just breaks, and he's going, fuck, throwing it in the fire, and just like...
Literally, yeah, just immediate response of just mild tantrum, move on.
Why am I?
As you do that, Opheia walks by. Do you notice? Does Casper notice if I already have that? Does Casper notice my staff that I already have?
He knew you already had a staff. He assumed that you'd probably want something more suitable for walking with and not just for casting magic with. More of a cane type situation. Dick.
Why was I imagining?
He's trying to be nice. Not that you know. He could have just been doing that for any old reason.
Carving sticks, new hobby.
I do
Chuck
think
it
it
in
would
the
be
fire.
funny.
Oh God.
So you do with any hobby you're not immediately good at.
Me with origami.
Literally, Casper, that's a trait that has never come up before, but that is literally him.
All right, well, as the morning passes, the rest of you awaken from your sleep in your respective little gurs that you have set up, quite comfy, and walk out into the nice winter wonderland snow here of the, probably one of the, well, maybe not last snows, it's only April, but, you know, getting towards the end of winter here in the north. And what are you all doing for your day? You have this day and one more before the actual gala, which you will likely be wanting a decent part of Wednesday to prepare for.
Whose hair is looking the scraggliest? It's been a couple weeks.
I mean, yours is looking pretty bad since you lit on fire last time.
I gave myself a haircut, thank you.
You did, yeah. It's
I
looking
trimmed up
better.
my hair.
It's looking
Mari's
better.
rocking the high school boy kind of like mop top, just
No, I'm
all
not.
one length all the way around.
No, I'm not. I have points in grooming and style for this exact reason.
Casper probably has like a good amount of a beard at this point.
Well, she doesn't know
Just
anything about shave.
nope.
She
No
just
haircut, no shave, just
clean it up.
kind of a vagrant bum type of look.
Well, how do you ask her what you to shave? Aside from just nicely.
Muddy boots on the table, picking at his teeth. You know, the usual.
I hope you're not going to act like this in 2 days from now.
Oh no, I'm planning on acting much worse.
Please, please. I don't ask you for anything.
That's not true.
I literally don't ask you for anything.
You ask for my blood on a semi-regular basis.
That doesn't count.
That's true.
You once asked me for 2 hours straight to show you exactly the hand gestures of Witcher signs so that you could illustrate them in your book.
Okay, I ask you for some things, but not frequently.
Right.
Can I ask you to please shave your face, or at least neaten it up a little bit? Pick your teeth with something other than your fingernails, and for the love of God, get your boots off the table. For the love of Melitally herself. If she even exists. Please. I know this doesn't mean anything to you, but it means a lot to me. To make a good impression on these people. And for better or for worse, you all reflect on me. So please.
All right. Just kind of steps his boots onto the table, not off the table, and leans back. I'll shave later.
Thank you. Where's Dandelion? Where's Julian? I need to trim his mustache. It's gotten entirely too foppish for the crowd that we're going to encounter.
It's like early hipster, like perfectly curled at the
Yes.
tips.
Oh
Speak
my
of the
God.
devil,
I thought
as you mention
Like a craft
Julian, he
brewery.
strides in. Let's go ahead and give him
Mumford and Son ass.
he rolls a pretty good 25 with his grooming and style. He comes in,
Christ.
he's got like freshly coiffed hair, and his mustache is perfectly groomed, not a hair out of place. He
But
seems
is it
to
foppish?
oh, absolutely.
In a good way.
Absolutely, yeah.
I thought
100%.
witches liked fops.
And freshly moisturized. He seems to have his makeup on for the day, and he is ready to go. So he goes,
Okay, I believe it. Okay, I don't think I need to worry about you. I probably need to more worry about what you will say to them.
oh,
But
that's all right.
you don't call me Opheia.
No, I didn't. I know all of you individually and by name. I absolutely do. You know that. Mare. I would never confuse the two of you as my protectors and or friends at this point, right? The thing is, I have certain... It's a party, right? I've been asked by the sorceresses to do a little performance, and that always gets people riled up, and you know how it is. So I ask that maybe, just don't make it weird for us, you know? We don't have to necessarily know each other at this party, right?
What's his last name? Do I know his last name?
Oh, God, it's...
Pancras.
he has 16 names. I don't want to roll them.
I full
Pancras.
name him. Are you trying to distance yourself from me at a party for my own fucking peers?
I'm... Mare, it's not
Do you
necessary...
think you're too good for Mage Society?
It's really more of it's a status thing, right? I mean, they're here to see a celebrity as well, a celebrity performance, and well, if I'm mingling and people just come up to me like they know me, it's a bad image. So maybe just for the night, we'll just pretend that we're acquaintances, if anything. Is that amenable to everyone?
Casper lets out like a really ugly, big barking just ha!
Bark.
Mara, it's not you, really.
Bah.
It's me. It's you. It's you and your reputation.
I have experience in such things, you know? I mean,
I know you do because I also have experience in such things, which is why I'm not going to kill you where you stand for this insult. Because
I
it makes
appreciate
sense.
it. I appreciate it. Anyways, I have some
You could have
recitals to
been-
do.
You could have been less of a dick about it.
I
be
could
honest.
have, but I wasn't, so I'm sorry. But I have to practice, you know, people want to hear the classics and everything, and sometimes those mages, they get a little riled up, you know, so I gotta make it a good one.
Some of those classics are going to be antiquities for you, so maybe best get to practicing the oldies.
Well, you know,
I mean, they weren't oldies when he first started out. Who
Well,
knows how old
sometimes
he is
they
now?
like to hear new things too, right? I mean, but yes, they'll probably want to hear the oldies, and I'll put together a set list that makes sense. So, anyways, I've got lots of work to do. So, yeah. Gotta take a bath later too. Another one. I've taken 2 already, but I just wanted to let you know in case anybody, you know.
Your skin's going to slough off.
No, it's a special bath. It's moisture. I had bubbles and all sorts of things. It's very good for my skin complexion, you know. Anyways, if anyone wants to join, it's always a nice time. If you've already been bathed a few times, it's you know, set it up out back, get the tub going, the bubbles, get a couple of the mages. They'll help.
I am going to take a good bath before this.
Oh, I highly recommend it, Mare.
I was going to, yes, but
I was going to bathe, but somebody had taken their second bath of the day, and I couldn't get to it after training.
Well, you gotta get in there faster, all right? Sorry.
You too.
I mean, it's not
I
my
just
fault. They
don't
only
know
built one
which-
bathroom in this place, and they only have one tub. So,
I
that's
don't
why.
know which mustachioed fop was actually in the bathtub. I just heard.
Cold. After getting out of the bathtub. So I went back and got in the bathtub again.
I should also wait my turn. I think it's just been sponge baths for me for the past while due to my...
You're going to be fully better in the next few days. You will get first crack at the bath. Your hair is looking atrocious.
I appreciate your honesty. Oh, and Julian, be careful when you say things like, if anyone wants to join. Musicians are usually known for their euphemistic languages, and you wouldn't want to be associated with that, I don't think.
I'm the one who invented euphemistic languages as a musician. But
I meant off stage.
right.
I knew you were ancient. I didn't know you were that ancient.
It's
Hold on. He's not that old.
How old are you, Julian? And don't lie this time.
We've established this. Me and Kilton had a long discussion about this. It was like 2 weeks ago, So I don't feel the need to be
age. So if you come at him for his age, you're coming at me. So I don't want to hear it.
Thank you, Kilton. I appreciate it. If you want to join me in the hot tub, then by all means. Everyone else,
I am cold.
you're no longer in. You're not invited.
I
Hang
wasn't
on,
interested
nobody-
in taking a bath with you anyway.
It's not a bath. It's not
It's a
bath,
hot
right?
tub,
It's a
and
hot tub.
I add some ointments and lotions and things to it to make it, good for the complexion. Rose water, things like that. Uncivilized folk. Always so, makes my skin crawl, makes me want to go take another bath right now. All right, well,
Don't you have practice to do?
I do. I have recital to do, and I'm going to go do it in my room, away from you all.
In the bathtub.
And away from the piano.
Well, I'm going to practice on the lute. Wait till you're gone, and then I'll come back to the piano. All right, Julian runs off to his room.
Sits on the
So,
piano.
everyone, you all have a
Plays
chance
chopsticks.
to complete another task today. You can either teach each other skills, you could learn something new, you could go look for ingredients, etc., etc. What would you like to
Should
all get up to?
Probably look for ingredients. I'm running low on stuff.
Yeah, I need...
Kind of. I need soul more than
got-
anything. Ether.
Let's see. How much clotting powder do I have?
Oh, I'm completely out of vitriol.
Casper is going to ask Kilton to help him with something.
Sure, of course. What is it?
You are a man.
Right? Yeah.
And you are like Julian.
Cool.
Well maintained. Can you teach me how to be well maintained?
Oh, yeah, shouldn't be too hard.
Beyond just,
Taking a bath and combing your hair.
yes. I once got mocked by another Witcher for bathing every day, so
Oh, well,
I didn't exactly learn from the best.
First of all, don't take advice from people who don't wash their ass. Second of all, what do you want to know? And I don't know what this would be, grooming in style.
Yeah,
All right, I don't have the best at that.
but you do have something.
I have 3.
I have 0.
Okay,
I have 0 at everything.
yeah, I'll teach Casper.
Yeah, all right. And what's your teaching, Kilton?
Education is 2. Oh, teaching is 2.
Teaching is 2. Okay, so so you're able to spend a couple of hours and kind of maybe an hour or two, and show Casper kind of just the basics of of grooming, right? In kind of well, actually, Kilton, what do you teach Casper here? The basics of grooming.
How to I think differentiate like different beard oils and mustache oils, and like this is a mustache comb. This is shit he really doesn't need, but is applicable to other things with even basic intuition.
Why do you need a comb for your beard?
So that it goes in the right direction, not all over the place, and so you get the crumbs out.
Why not just shave it off if you don't want crumbs in your beard?
Because sometimes people like the beard and they get really close and they want to get all up in it and they don't want crumbs falling out on them. So you keep the beard to get them close and you get the crumbs out to keep them close.
People don't like to get close to me.
You got crumbs in your beard.
You kind of just like... I have no crumbs in my beard.
Metaphorically.
Why would you have metaphorical crumbs? What is it a metaphor for?
I don't know. You figure that out. Hell if I know. You don't have to have a meaning to a metaphor.
Generally, yes.
Comb your damn hair here. And stay away from the 5-in-1 shampoo conditioner nonsense. It's a hoax. The sorceresses made it up to...
I just use bar soap.
In your hair?
Everywhere. It's soap.
Good. You've come a long way.
All right, Casper, you are able to raise your grooming and style, I'll say, to 2 points between you kind of figuring things out yourself and the help from Kilton. So it raised it up to 2 at this point.
Yay. You want to know what that is? That's 2 flat. Wait, hold on. I'm going to roll it real quick. I want to see.
Yeah, let's see how...
Practice for tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. Kilton, you go first, so we have like a...
Ooh.
Okay, so I have a good chance here.
Broke my comb.
Ooh.
You
All right.
dumbass.
I break your comb somehow.
What is Casper's total empathy
Both of
score?
my combs are broken.
Funny that you asked that.
Is it 1?
0.
It's 0. It's
Yeah.
No, it is 1. Well, it's 4, but it's 1. Because I
you're Witcher.
got a little extra fucked up from the Witcher soup. And it docked me by 3.
That's so crazy that you have a higher grooming and style training score than I do, but like
So much lower, yeah.
Oh.
All right. So here's what happens. Okay. So Kilton takes Casper to go teach him some grooming and style. They really get into it, talking about beard oils and beard combs and all these exciting things. And they really start to get into it towards the end of the training session. They're like, hey, we should really just like do a prep session for, the actual gala.
God.
And Kilton, you go in and just, do you think maybe like trimming up the mustache a little bit to be like, like swirled and like more like Poirot-esque, and
More
it's
craft brew.
something happens to your
Mario-esque.
mustache, Kilton. I'll let you decide what happens.
I'm gonna roll
Casper,
it.
you go ahead and with a 0, you go in with like your comb and you're like trying to like get your hair and like beard and like, everything kind of a little bit groomed up. And you just like absolutely like get tangled like shit in like the side of your hair with this comb. I'll let you decide what happens to your hair. And Mare, you come in and this is like, Mara, you walk in and you find...
I'm coming in to have a bath. I'm coming in to have a bath.
You find these two in like a 2000s like rom-com montage of them like trying to groom themselves and like fun hip hop music playing, and you're just like, nah, I'm out. And you go and try and like find the bath that they've all been talking about, and Mare, something bad happens in the bath. I'll let you decide what happens there. So we'll go through and let everyone describe what happens in this awful series, the series of unfortunate events of grooming. As
Can we have Opheia roll too, just to
Sure,
really
Opheia,
finish
if
off
you want to
the
try.
tableau?
Yeah, let's see what I got. Let's see what I got.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Opheia, whatever you're doing, it's working fine. It's not amazing, but you know, it is what it is.
I think
Trims up the hair, it looks fine.
I think whatever fucking dog shit brew of potion and like lotion and perfume that Julian used is still in the bathtub, and Mare has an allergic reaction to it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Mare,
My
you
God.
like said there's like a film in the bathtub.
Yeah, like
and
I should clean this.
you get.
I don't really want to
fill
clean
up the
this.
bath,
It's
and
fine.
It's like it's fragrant and aromatic, and you're like, oh, this is actually pretty nice. And you like settle in, and you're like, ah, nice bath and warm, like
Why is it
warms your
itchy?
bones, and it's just
Why
nice.
is it itchy?
And then all of a sudden you're like, ah, shit, like this stuff's kind of getting itchy, and like, you know, you're kind of scrubbing with like a loofah, and you're like, oh god. And by the time you get out, your body is just like broken out in hives. Your grooming style has failed you here. Kilton, what happens to you?
I'm thinking one of those two curly ends comes off on accident.
That's so funny.
Just fully lopsided.
Yep.
Which
That's so funny.
You have to cut it into a
No.
Tom Selleck.
No, it's just like you cut off the side, and it's like fully like half Hitler mustache, and now you're just like, ah. Fuck.
Oh, it's not that tight. No, that was because kind of goes off anyway. So
Yeah.
If I had
Yeah.
to vote for full Hitler mustache and half Hitler mustache,
I almost went reverse Hitler mustache. So, but then
Oh,
I
there you
remember
go.
we aren't using fucking clippers, so I
Yeah.
was gonna. Oh no! Have to shave the whole thing, but no, I just trim the other side dejectedly and.
Yeah,
depressively.
Kilton, the glorious mustache has been damaged in the grooming and style, and is unfortunately not looking too hot. And Casper, what happens to you?
Saluting Kilton's lost mustache.
You did this to me. I wasn't even gonna roll. Set a baseline.
Casper starts to comb his hair. I think that he just kind of sees what Kilton's doing, and then just like gets stuck, and he's just like, "Fuck!" Just keeps trying to pull it. It's like his hair is probably about like my length now, so like shoulder length at this point, and just like keeps trying to pull at it, and he's just like stops, and he's like, "Well, it's fully stuck." The thought process is as well, it's fully stuck. And Kilton has the scissors. And then he thinks back to like Mare. And it's just like, I should just use Igni to like just shoot a little bit of it off. With a 0.
You fucking dumbass!
I'm just crying with the scissors, unresponsive to your pleas.
Just like, no. And Casper's just like, you know, if I angle this right, it won't catch my hair on fire. It'll just cut off the bit that's stuck. And then just like lets it off, and it just like fully like fries it almost to the scalp.
really glad
you
we live in a world without electricity, because
We'd be having some
you would be
Sims 3
doing
deaths.
havoc with a hairdryer.
So he's just sitting there. He has like half an inch of like burnt hair on the side of his head here.
Amazing.
Mari comes in from her bath. Who?
Covered in hives.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill that bard. Who the?
Burnt hair smell. Crying.
Literally the only thing that happens to Opheia is she just goes to take a shower and she's like, oh, I think I have some dandruff. And there's a bottle in there that says Yurt Plus.
Who
So,
It's a fucking shower.
you know, you can I don't know. They're sorceresses. They can they can poke some holes.
Who the fuck uses Cortinarius essence in the fucking bathtub?
I don't know what to do with this.
All right. Well, as the unfortunate grooming montage that started out so fun has come to a tragic end, the the three of you are looking just not great at this point. And it's
I can fix this.
It's going to be a rough road ahead. You now start to see why Julian maybe didn't want to associate with you, and that maybe he was right.
Oh no!
Oh, he has like
cringe?
a fucking community thing.
Are we
Like the
cringe?
community meme. He walks in on just like Maria has hives, Kilton's crying with scissors, Casper smells like burnt hair, and he's just like,
Opheia's over in the corner using a face mask.
just unbothered.
Unbothered,
in her lane.
moisturized in her lane. For the first time in a while. She's having an okay day.
She deserves it. I really was like kind of hoping for one more fumble just to really like round it
That
out.
would be, yeah.
It would be. I can't. It can only be a fumble if it's related to getting lead poisoning or something.
That's true. You can only fumble if you're going to die.
All right. Well, the afternoon passes on now. It's probably 2 or 3 in the afternoon as everyone recovers from their mishaps.
I was
Mara,
going to
you're
go
still
gathering
kind
today. Now I have hives.
of.
Damn.
Opheia, what else are you doing today? As you are.
That was my whole day. God damn it.
Well, not your full day, but it's taken up a good portion as you're trying to now remedy this. Opheia, what are you doing?
I'm just going to be doing something boring, which is that I need more clotting powder, and I have neither of the components I need. I don't suppose I can go looking for 2 things, but I need... Oh, I always get these. I
have a good amount of most things. What do you need for clotting powder? I can look that up because I have the...
I need Rebus and Aether.
I'm low on Aether, but where's Rebus? Color is Rebus.
Rebus is the orange one with the slash, slanted slash.
The right one. Clotting powder takes Aether and Quebrith.
Oh, Quebrith? I must have been looking at the wrong one. I think I have Quebrith. I do have a little bit of Quebrith.
I only have one of Aether, and I need to save it. So, I also wanted to go foraging, so we could go have a little foraging day in the morning before the disaster in the afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
do you want
Opheia,
to do it as a group thing later instead?
Yeah, if you want to both go, you both have some time that you can go crafting in the morning before the grooming mishaps as we cut back into the morning. So, Opheia, as you're heading out into the forest nearby, you see the footprints of Casper, who has come back and had just missed the crafting check on the staff that he was trying to make. And you and Mare head off into the woods, kind of following maybe some of the same tracks that Casper followed. And what are you both looking for?
I need a lot of things, but I'm completely out of vitriol. I need vitriol.
Okay.
Like to have at least one of everything.
Absolutely. So with vitriol, it looks like probably the main thing that you'd be able to find would be the calcium equum. You'd also maybe be able to find... let's see. That's fine. Yeah, probably that's the only thing would be in the mountains. If you find some caves, maybe suet mushrooms, but that seems less likely. So if you're looking for vitriol, calcium equum, it's a DC 12. And then Opheia, what are you looking for?
DC 12.
I need Aether, which there's a lot of things I could do for that. Looks like allspice root might be.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got your Burbicane in the mountains, hellebore petals in forests, and then Quicksilver solution in mountains or underground. So, Mara, with a 21, you're able to find your calcium equum pretty easily. And then, Opheia, go ahead and give us your wilderness survival check.
Ooh, 8 units. Hell yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Mm.
Ooh, Opheia.
Oh.
Unfortunately, there's
there's
the
that
foe.
fumble.
Yeah. At least you're not burned or scarred or having allergic reaction. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, though, you do not find. Actually, I don't think any of the. Yeah. Don't find any of the things that you're looking for. Scouring around some of the different mountain locations here and trying to look for anything that might suit your needs. Unfortunately, you are unable to.
Too much snow. Too much melted snow. Frozen water. One of those.
All right.
Frozen water.
Opheia, you were trying to make some clotting powder, correct?
That's my goal at some point. I don't have the ingredients for it.
So if you wanted, you could spend kind of the other half. You could spend the other half of your afternoon continue to look, and while Mari might head back and catch up with grooming,
Have my unfortunate bath.
then you could try again, and then you still have tomorrow that you could actually craft it if you are able to find some.
What the heck? I'll give it a shot.
All right, and which one are you looking for? So you're in mountains or forest here. I was assuming you were looking maybe for Burbicane fruit because that's kind of the easiest one to find.
Yeah, I'm looking for Burbicane.
Okay.
For some reason I thought our environment was field, but yeah, Burbicane. Then we go again.
All right, a 17. You are indeed able to find some. You separate from Mare, who heads back to the lodge, feeling like it'd be nice to take a bath or something and just relax a little bit after being out in the snow. And you decide, hey, I'm going to stick around a little bit longer, keep looking, root around in all that snow to see if you can find some Burbicane. And lo and behold, after some time, you are able to find some. Go ahead and give us a 1d10 to see how many units you are able to find. Hey, not too bad. 7 units of Aether Burbicane fruit.
You guys got lucky on those rolls. Good job.
I wish there was an easier way to source soul. It's so hard to find it. It all comes from monsters except for one thing.
Some of them got to be hard.
Some of them got to be hard. I wanted to craft something in the day before, but I don't think I'll be able to because it'll use my last little bit of soul.
Well, and Mare, you do know that one of the mages here specializes in crafting and things, so you may be able to purchase some of those ingredients from her. She may have a stash that she would be willing to sell them to you.
I want a little bit of soul, 1 crumb of soul. I have everything else. Give me a little bit of soul, sister.
Don't say that.
No.
Don't say this thing. This is what Julian thinks we're cringe.
I don't say that. That's Kaylin saying that. If I could buy a bit of Aether and soul from her.
Sure, I'll say in the afternoon, you're still itchy and broken out in your allergic reaction.
I scrubbed the bath immediately. I put on
in a new bath
gloves and I scrubbed the bath and I took an actual bath and I feel better now.
Oatmeal bath.
I took an oatmeal bath.
Yeah, you definitely feel better. I will say, like, your grooming and style will probably take like a -2 for the next couple days here, so like leading into the gala, just because everyone who you crit failed, and there will be some consequences to that. But
I definitely need to make what I'm making.
Yeah, that would be nice. Let's see, and then.
Oh my god.
So you find, one of these this evening, as the afternoon wears on, you're recovering a little bit from your ailment. Mare. Kaylin, you find that Clarice is at one of the tables here, having herself a nice espresso afternoon cup of coffee with a biscotti.
Treat.
And you sit down next to her, and she goes, "Hello, Mare. How may I help you?"
I was hoping to maybe purchase a bit of alchemical supply off of you and have something I'd like to make before the party.
Of course. What are you looking for?
Just a unit of Aether and a unit of Soul. Actually, 2 units of Aether and a unit of Soul. Forgot
Well,
to take
yes. Let me think.
more.
I believe I do have some. She kind of pulls out like a notebook that you see is bound in leather and is roughly like 5x7, a small kind of pocket notebook. As you kind of get a glimpse at it, you notice that it's kind of very studiously kept with kind of like a log of all of the ingredients and things that her experiments and stuff that she has been researching. She goes, yes, as far as soul goes, I do have a few units that you might be able to purchase if you're interested. I have a fiend's eye, and I have some siren's vocal cords as well. Would either of those suit your needs for soul?
Oh, God, that's so expensive.
So she has 1 fiend's eye and 3 siren vocal cords.
I will buy 1 of the siren vocal cords.
All right. She goes downstairs to presumably where her laboratory is, comes back with a kind of ball jar-esque mason jar containing some sort of, fermented vocal cord body part, and offers it to you for 65 crowns.
And then 2 units of Aether, if she's got any.
Yes,
If not, I'll beg from Opheia.
She does have sclerdum. She has like a bunch of units of that. That's only 5 gold each. She also has some barbicane fruit. So
I will actually buy 4 units of sclerdum for 20.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I can
absolutely.
up my stock a little bit.
Yeah,
I've got the money.
She has a pretty good supply of that. So
65 plus 20 is 85. So I'll give her 85 crowns.
all right. She goes, I thank you. I hope that your experiments go well, and please let me know how they come out. I'm always interested in learning about everyone's experiments.
Do you have? This is a bit embarrassing to admit, but I only will admit it to you because we are such close friends. I had a bit of an allergic reaction today due to some careless hygiene from someone else's bath.
Oh dear.
And
I'm
had
so sorry
a bit
to
of
hear
an
that.
allergic reaction. I've always been allergic to, what did I say it was? Specific type of essence. What is it? It's a hydrangum. Cortiniaris. It's always made me break out in awful rashes.
Yes, I know it's used often as a fragrance in certain things. I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you have anything that could suit the? I've taken care of most of it, but the marks are still persisting. Do you have anything for that?
I believe I have something that would work for that I could cook up. It would require a decent amount of my supplies. I would say probably 200 crowns worth, if that's...
Oh, fuck. This is paying to fix my mistake. Paying to fix my bad luck. What would it do?
Well, I have a number of substances that I've created in my laboratory that help with such things. It's a common issue, as I'm sure you understand, and is quite popular among the nobility and royalty and the local kingdoms. This one in particular ails pretty much any skin conditions, anything like that. It clears, acne and blemishes. It kind of livens up gives your skin a bit of a glow, as you might say. It'll help you all around. It's a very good product. I can guarantee it.
Just to be sure. Because I trust her, but I don't trust her. You never trust a mage 100%.
Yeah.
Can I do a human perception just to see how sure she is in her statements?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and give us a human perception check.
Ugh, not great.
Yeah, it's a little hard to say for sure. but with a 13, taking a kind of like oh god, all I can ever think of with human perception is Larry David from Curb Your Enthusiasm, when he just like kind of stares at someone and they stare back and you stare at them, and so you kind of do that for a moment as you kind of like assess whether she's telling the truth, and then you kind of like go, okay. And you think that she's probably telling the truth. With a 13, that's not a bad roll necessarily. She looks like she's telling the truth. I mean, she's obviously an experienced alchemist. This is clearly like something that is obviously needed and wanted.
In demand.
And it is not uncommon that skincare products like this do tend to cost quite a bit. So,
if it had been anything other than just like if it had been anything else, she wouldn't be sweating with this. But this is she's nervous about this, so she'll pay it. She'll pay her the 285 for the potion and the ingredients.
Okay, 285. She goes, excellent. She heads back downstairs, gets you the rest of the ingredients that you needed, and comes back with a potion that is kind of a blue bottle with like a spherical bottom and a spout and a cork stopper. On the label, it says lustrous veil, and she hands it to you. She says, take this, probably a dose every 2 hours or so, and by this evening, all of your skin issues should be cleared up. It shouldn't be a problem.
Thank you very much, my dear. If I could trouble you for the use of your laboratory afterwards, I'd have to make my own little ingredients. Concoction.
Mari, go ahead and give us a persuasion check here.
If not, I can use my travel kit. Persuasion. +1 because she's human. Ugh.
Yeah, she goes, I'm sorry, I don't really like, people using my laboratory. She seems quite genuine about this, like not like she's trying to be mean or anything, just like,
I understand.
when someone else uses your tools and you're like, I don't really want people to do that. She feels like genuine and like not in a mean way, just like, I'm sorry, I don't really feel comfortable with that.
Totally fine. Forget I asked. And I'll just use my regular travel alchemy kit.
Alrighty. All right, so Mari, that's you. Kilton and Casper, you take some time and recover from your grooming mishaps as well, but you have some time in the afternoon to do a few additional things if you'd like.
So funny.
I want to try to hawk some shit to some new arrivals to the gala. Maybe find some stooge of a sorceress or something.
Sure, absolutely. So it seems like so far they're still kind of getting everything prepped. The Gurs are all kind of assembled, and they're kind of doing decoration and everything like that. So it's mainly the primary sorceresses here. You do note that they have assembled these sort of living armor servants that are roaming around, these kind of suits of armor that Katrine has enchanted. But they don't seem necessarily too enticed by purchasing things. You get the impression that there will probably be people arriving tomorrow and the next day. So
right. Okay. In that case, is there something I can like train or work on?
Absolutely. Anything you would like. If there's any skills that you are at 0 or 1 that you want to increase by a point, you can do that. If there are things that you are already skilled in that you would like to improve further, then let me know and we can see what you might be able to do.
I think it's time to add one to sleight of hand.
Ooh, sleight of hand. All right.
You never know when it'll come in handy.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're kind of looking around, you're looking for a good mark to sell something to, and you're like, everyone's just busy getting ready for this party. And then kind of the light bulb goes off and you're like, hey, this would be a pretty good chance to like practice like maybe something a little bit more on the subterfuge level. And
just start moving stuff around. Let's see
yeah,
if anybody
absolutely.
notices. Sets a table and I unset it.
Yeah, go ahead and give us a sleight of hand check, with your unmodified skill of whatever it is to begin with.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
All right, 17, not too bad. You are able to pretty deftly. You get the hang of it pretty quickly, and spending a couple hours here, walking around. You're not feeling great after the mustache incident, and you're just kind of looking for something to pick you up, and you start kind of moving things, taking things out of their place and moving things around, and you kind of culminate into you see that Julian is wandering around aimlessly picking up one of the charcuterie boards and humming a song to himself. And you are like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to try something. And you go and you use your sleight of hand check with a 17, able to kind of snag one of Julian's songbook or lyric books out of his vest pocket as you brush past him to reach the charcuterie board. And with that, you're able to increase your skill by 2 points, actually. So from 0 to 2 in sleight of hand.
Nice.
Nice. Just drop it on the ground. Ooh, you've dropped your book.
Oh, thank you. So clumsy. Sometimes I forget where I put these, and I must have just, well, thank you.
Whoops.
He goes to pick it up.
Take stuff from the charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. With that, anything else people want to do during the day? I think that kind of covers most everything. Casper, you got a chance to do the wood crafting in the morning, and then your grooming. Kilton, you got to do hand and grooming. Opheia, you were able to go do your wilderness survival and find some ingredients, and Mari, you were able to do your wilderness survival as well as the grooming and some additional purchasing here. So.
Can taking the potion count towards trading my grooming and style for tomorrow?
Yeah. Since you spent the money for that, that's not necessarily a skill development or downtime activity. You purchased a potion. If you'd like to take it this evening, you can.
Yes,
so
I will take it. I will take it so that the effects will still be effective for the party.
Yeah, absolutely. So you look at the label on the bottle, and you see that it says to take every 2 hours or so, and for 3 doses, and then the effects will last for 24 hours. So it'll last for a day, and it says that the effects generally increase your allure and your sheen and all of these different kind of keywords that you'll be radiant for 24 hours.
It'll up
Sounds like it would be sold in an MLM.
It'll up my charisma score. It'll up my seduction score. It'll up my leadership score. It'll up my persuasion score. Maybe, I don't know.
So Mari, if you want to give us your mage training education check on this.
Yeah.
As you're kind of reading the label on this.
It's a shame that I have to take this because, oh my god, this would be so fun to break down and remake myself. Because I know she won't give me her recipe, but I could steal it from her.
There's going to be some intrigue during the party, I'm sure.
Oh my god, where is it? Profession. Magical training.
Magical training.
I too. I love me some potions.
Potions?
All right, Mari, with a 22 in your magical training check, you take a look at the label for Lustrous Veil, and it's kind of like a gold and navy blue label that has been crafted with kind of stars and sparkles and filigree type lettering. And you look at it and it goes, uses for lustrous veil, enhance natural beauty, restores skin to a flawless, radiant state, leaving a smooth, glowing, and rejuvenated finish. Mask imperfections, temporarily conceal scars, blemishes, and signs of aging. Subtle allure, emits a faint, magical glow, enhancing your presence and charisma. And you also see that there are a number of warnings, all the normal ones. Don't overuse. Not internal use.
Don't take if you're pregnant or plan to become pregnant. Not a problem for most sorceresses.
Exactly. But it seems to be basically like a beautification potion, and you do think that it will likely more than just mask your like the effect of your allergic reaction. It will actually boost a lot of your empathy skills, and probably make you kind of not necessarily like a lust potion or anything, but like it'll probably boost like your charisma and your kind of like persuasion and maybe a little bit of performance and seduction.
Yeah.
So all those types of skills, you think it's probably going to, and you know, make you seem a little bit more like, have a little bit more presence. So
If you look like I've not
Casper
been
needs
just
that.
traveling around in dirt roads the past decade and a half.
What if the secret that Clarice is talking about is just her supply of snails?
It's just snail serum. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's just Murray snail serum. It's K Beauty Care.
Oh my god.
all right. Well, Mare, so as you kind of figure out what this potion actually does, you feel like, maybe I'll hang off and wait till closer to the party to actually use it, since it will be a 24-hour, potion once you use it. And with that, we kind of roll into the afternoon, evening. Once again, the sorceresses arrive, summoning up a nice feast or meal for everyone. And you are able to spend the evening here, relaxing, maybe catching up on some reading, practicing your skills, and just generally resting and recovering from the road that you have traveled. So with that, we will go ahead and end the Monday, moving on to the next day, the day before the gala, Tuesday, the 2nd of April. And with that,
one day remains.
we will pick up on Tuesday next time.